Big Trouble in Little China. John Carpenter, are you kidding me? It's the job of the century. When Richard Edlund called me in and said, we had a John Carpenter film that was our next film after Poltergeist 2 at Boss Film, I almost lost my mind. I went crazy, because here's the guy that altered the very nature of our business to this day with Rob Bottin on The Thing. I mean, the effects on The Thing, obviously John Carpenter's film he did with Rob, the bar was set so high no one will ever possibly vault over the walls they set on that. So I'm thinking, well, maybe I can. So to hell with Rob. I'm going to beat what Rob did on The Thing, because I've got John Carpenter. Finally, an ally. I've got an ally on my side, a guy that loves effects so much that he's going to allow me to create true art, groundbreaking art. So I work and work and work, get a bunch of designs together, go crazy, read the script, get all kinds of ideas together. My first meeting with John, drive down to the Fox lots, pouring rain. I'm late, of course. I walk in, and I'm wiping my glasses off on my shirt tail. John's sitting there with his feet up. He's got his little mini moog plinking out the theme to Halloween. And the first thing he says to me is, I despise special effects and I hate special effects people. And I'm like, whoa, what universe did I land in? As it turned out, John did not have that good of an experience with Mr. Bottin on The Thing. But famously went over schedule and over budget. Now the problem with Big Trouble in Little China was John was racing for a release date because a movie, an Eddie Murphy picture called Golden Child, was also racing for the same release date. Two movies about, two comedies, action adventures about Chinese mysticism. They never had been an English language film about that. Now two were racing for the same release date. So John did not want to overcomplicate anything, and so ultimately we ended up giving him what he wanted, and I was very unhappy throughout the entire process because I thought Rick Baker, Rob Bottin, and Dick Smith are going to go to the movie theater and throw Rotten Tomatoes at the screen. They're going to be a laughing stock. But you know, years later, that movie still holds up. It stands the test of time, and I learned something really important on it. It's this: the director is always right, and the character designs in that film actually fit the movie. So, who made a fool of himself? Me. I did. Tune in next week for another tasty treat from Rubberhead. And more importantly, mark your calendars, kids, for January the 13th. That's Friday the 13th, 2017, for the worldwide debut of the actual book at IMATS Los Angeles.